say to her? Why? What happened?
I'm being myself. They always need to stop talking about my video.
Bring her to her restaurant, right?
What? You were telling me about that food trash.
All right, so I want to talk about, two of my favorite people that are on the internet right now, or maybe in these YouTube streets. Candace Cookie Owens and one Mr. Lil R.T, 9-year-old rap phenom, rap extraordinaire. Lil R.T, man, he felt the need to clap back at Miss Candace Owens. So, we got some clips here that we want to roll through and run through. But yeah, this is it's pretty funny to me as far as this whole exchange. Candace said some good things. Actually, man, I mean, Lil R.T was like respectful. He didn't like cuss her out or nothing like that. So, let's roll through a couple of these clips, and in between, I'll stop and we can talk about it.
Talking about children, right? What is happening right now in American society with our children, the things that they are being exposed to. Well, I think it was last week I covered for you a rapper, a 9-year-old rapper, an illiterate rapper.
Man, that's kind of a low blow, calling a young man illiterate. I think, I mean, he might be, I don't know. Personally, I mean, I would rather be an illiterate 100-millionaire than be a brilliant broke person living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, that's just me. But that's just a low blow. Candace, you're better than that. Let's not take shots at the kid, but also let's take shots at the parents or whatever, because he's a 9-year-old man. He can't help it. He's pretty much, man, being raised by wolves.
So he recently covered his music video, which is up on YouTube. He's got an Instagram page. It's called 60 Miles, and in the lyrics he's talking about women who he doesn't want to hang out with unless they're willing to suck his D. Yeah, he's 9 years old again, so he hasn't even gone through puberty. These are the kinds of lyrics that were coming out, and we covered this piece because it's not funny. It speaks to the corrosion of our culture. It speaks to the corrosion of Black culture.
So when I hear Candace Owens talk about Black culture, it kind of makes my skin crawl, man. You're talking about the ultimate Oreo. You're talking about somebody that is trying to get as far away from Black culture as possible. I've met women like Candace Owens, and I'm understanding that she's trying to break the generational curse. She don't want to sound like her probably immediate family. Everybody in the Black culture has somebody that eventually was from the projects, on EBT, on Section 8. I wouldn't be surprised if her mom, her dad, you know what I'm saying, is regular hood people or whatever, and she's probably ashamed and embarrassed. She did marry a white guy. I call it the ultimate Oreo. I know she liked to get dunked in white milk. So, but she does say some truthful things as well in this past clip. But she's definitely trying to get away as far as possible. She talks as proper as she can. She doesn't try to understand hood Black culture, and that's okay or whatever. I get it, but at the end of the day, she just don't. My personal opinion is she don't really care about the Black culture.
You should always be on the streets. You should want to be a ball player, which is probably not going to happen statistically. You have a virtually 0% chance of being the next LeBron James. But if you pursue this path of music, or you pursue this path of sports, maybe you end up like Lil R.T and hope that you're not dead by the time you're 20. And so they're egging him on there, and he's saying she's off of my silk. I can't answer that because I don't know what it means. I don't care to know what it means. I'm not for the street.
Okay, so she's definitely not for the streets, and I get her. And I don't even know what's all up in my silk. I guess all up in my business, worrying about me, something like that. I mean, logically, or all up in my clothes, logically, just don't make no sense to me. But she did say some real true isms as far as his parents, they're egging him on, and you can see, he might not make it to 20 the way he's going with the mentors that he had with tatted tears on their face. Throwing up gang signs, shooting dice, big fake chains, stuff like that. You know, just don't have him on the right path. Once again, to go back to what she's saying, she's definitely not for the streets. I don't ever see her ever letting not one black man, whether it was a black nerd or a black thug, inside of her. And also something that she touched on was the LeBron James. He's probably never going to be a basketball player, but then you don't know. He's only 9 years old, man. I mean, people don't come into their own and get their official height until somewhere in high school.
Attention to how your parents are harming you, which your underdeveloped brain obviously can't comprehend. But they comprehend what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Whatever, they wrote some disclaimer there that he thinks I own a restaurant. I don't. They think it's funny to show that people are just jealous of him. We aren't. We are concerned for him because we should be concerned. Every person should be.
She's right, man. I don't think she was taking any shots at him. I mean, his brain is underdeveloped. I mean, he's only 9 years old, and he has these horrible parents that are controlling and raising him, that are not showing him a good way. We're definitely not jealous of Lil R.T. We're definitely, she is 1000% correct. And even if you take race out of it, we should be concerned because, if this is going on there, this eventually will be at our doorstep. Other underage, what is it, prepubescent, or I'm probably saying that wrong or whatever, but before puberty or whatever, we don't want a bunch of wannabe thugs in elementary school.
There is a young child who should have their entire world before them, who instead is sitting on a couch responding like as if he's in a rap battle with someone who is expressing concern for his life. Those adults don't care about him. That's the point. We are in a circumstance now in America where there are too many adults who don't care about their children, who care about clicks, who care about Facebook, who care about TikTok, who care about Instagram, and want to use their children to further their own desperate need for attention. This kid needs a book. This kid needs to learn how to read. This kid needs better parenting. What we need as a society, by the way, I want to be clear, is better parenting all around. So I am disturbed by this response. I don't find it funny. I don't find it cute. I think we need to stop telling parents that this sort of stuff is cute and liking it and thumbsing it up. We need to call them out for their abhorrent behavior. In my estimation, these parents are behaving as if they're younger than Lil R.T. It's an embarrassment.
I mean, to be honest, everything she said in that last clip is pretty much true. He do have piece of shit parents. I do believe she is concerned to some, degree. She has children. I know she would hate for her daughter to run into like a Lil R.T. 10 years from now, 15 years from now. But I do agree, the fact that he's sitting on the couch responding to an adult is a travesty, man, and it's an embarrassment.